Hi everybody, okie dokie, let's get started. So today I would like to explain the difference between might and could. Excuse me, two very important modal verbs. And I'll probably say that might is probably more important. Now, a lot of students always, many students always ask me about the difference between these two modal verbs. And a lot of students are very confused about the difference between these two modal verbs. And now the first question is, why is everybody confused about these two modal verbs? Now, I think that it's actually teachers' fault in the way that we often teach these. So what happens is you'll have a class with a teacher and they'll explain that might is used for possibility. And then you say, okay, fantastic, I understand it. Then you have another class where they explain that could is used for possibility. And then you think, but hang on, wasn't might for possibility as well? Then what's the difference? Okay, there's a big difference between might and could. And really, the most important one is might. When you understand might, could becomes a lot easier to understand. First thing, might is not about possibility. It's easy to confuse might with could about possibility, but might is not related to possibility. So the question is, what's the difference? Well, let's have a look. I'm going to give you a couple of examples where we can see the difference between might and could, and then we see what the real meaning of might is. So let's have a look. Might, forget might related to possibility. It's more than that. Might is used to express doubt. It means you simply don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. That is the real meaning of might, to express doubt with the idea of maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. Okay, so when we use it in the present, it's used to talk about something that you don't know in the present, or it could also refer to the future, something that you don't know about the future. A classic example, what are you doing later? Somebody may ask you when they're asking you about your plans. You could say, I'm not sure. I might go to the park. It's lovely and sunny today. Now, what you're saying when you say, I might go to the park is maybe yes, maybe no. I haven't decided yet. All right? But when we talk about could, it's used to talk about one of many possibilities. So imagine the situation is the following. You have a job and you think that you justify a pay rise, okay? You want more money for the work that you're doing. And you think about possibilities. You brainstorm some possibilities, some possible actions that you could do to get the pay rise that you think you deserve. So you say, for example, well, to get a pay rise, I could work harder. I could ask my boss for a pay rise. Or, well, I could try to reach all of my targets that have been set out for me. So these are all possible things that you could do to get the pay rise that you think you deserve. Might is only expressing maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. So forget might related to possibility. Could is related to possibility, one of many possibilities. Might simply expresses doubt. It expresses that you don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Now, let's look at these in the past because these often cause problems. Well, in fact, no, better than that. A lot of problems come when people try to use them in the past. But again, the difference is very clear. So imagine, let's have a look. You arrange to meet your friend Dave at 9 o'clock. Okay, it's 9:30 and Dave still hasn't arrived. Somebody asks, where's Dave? He said he would be here at 9 o'clock. And you say, I don't know. He might have missed his train. Now, did he miss his train? Well, we don't know. You're expressing doubt, but you're saying, well, it's possible. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know, but it's possible. So when you're looking at might have past participle to express doubt about the past, it means that you don't know, but it's possible. But let's look at could have past participle, which is used to talk about the past. Imagine the situation is the following. You're with your child in the park, and the rule that you have with your child is when they take their bike, they must wear their helmet. Now, you see that your child takes the bike without the helmet and rides away around the park. You're obviously frustrated and possibly angry. And when the child comes back, you say, wear your helmet next time. You could have fallen off your bike and hurt yourself. Now, did your child fall off the bike? No, your child did not fall off the bike. So you know what happened. This is where it's very different from might. With might, you don't know what happened. You're only speculating, let's say. With could, you know what happened, but you're talking about an alternative past reality, something that could have happened but didn't. So wear your helmet next time. You could have fallen off your bike and hurt yourself. In this sentence, you know your child did not fall off the bike, but you're expressing a possibility that could have happened in the past. It's easier to understand the difference between might and could when you look at it in the past. Because what do we know about the past? We know what happened about the past. That's when you can you can use sentences with could. When you don't know what happened in the past, that's where you would use might have past participle. So the structure with might is might plus have plus past participle to express doubt about something that maybe possibly happened in the past, but you don't know. Could have past participle used to express let's say an alternative past reality. You know what the reality was in the past. You know what happened. Your child didn't fall off the bike, but they could have fallen off the bike. This is the difference between might and could. I hope that helps.